Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudo's Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today I finally got my issue 17 from Crochet Nation newspaper. It finally showed up. I don't know if it came late last night or this morning when the mail was delivered, but it finally came. I am not showing you the other side because it's got my address on it. But when you miss an issue, this is how they deliver it again. I will let them know that I did finally get it so that they know, it's been resolved. Now, again, this will be the last one that I go over with you guys until I re-sign up in the future. Right now, I need to stop this. Couple reasons. Second issue that's been, didn't receive it when I've received all the other ones. So, it's not their fault. It's the mail service. So, that's all I'm going to say. It's not their fault, but I do also need to take a break from it. So that way next year I can start working on some of the patterns that I've chosen from each issue. And the stitch tutorials for the month, the stitch of the month that they put in. Some of them, not all of them have that. So, we'll see how that goes next year. So I don't think I'll be starting that before next year. All right. Oh, of course, my invoice. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. Awesome. I do have some Noro yarn. That says Nori. Misread that. So this is the top of the page. There's 7 great crochet patterns to make. There's a basket to make. And then the amigurumi on here is Walter the zebra. Usually I have trouble showing this to you because my address is printed on this side, but because this is a missing issue, it's delivered differently. So uniquely human, why crochet can't be done by a machine. Yes, I agree. Crochet should not be done by a machine. That to me is a no-no. There's a Hexie cardigan pattern called Blue Skies Hexie cardigan, and that's what's featured here on the front. It says it's on page 11, I do believe. So let's go ahead and get into it here. Alrighty, so of course, a letter from the editor. The Crochet Nation book club this time is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. It's set in the early 1960s. This novel follows Elizabeth Zott, or Zoot, or Z-O-T-T, a brilliant chemist whose career in a male-dominated research institution is cut short by rigid social expectations. And then they have the winner for a contest showing everybody where they read their newspaper from. There was 2 of them actually. Tip of the month. Oh no, it's 1. It's just 2 pictures. All right. And then there's the Nori nesting basket, which is a plant basket. Ginger, if you watch my channel. Not that she doesn't know how to do things for plants, for basket related. And it gives you different, the sizes. They go from small all the way up to a large. So you have your option of what size you want to make with it, but it's there is a graph, so I'm going to try to just show you the picture here. See the plants, that's what that's for. All right. And then we go to the next page. More information about the making the basket. Inside the Musk Ox Farm, a Quivet Q&A with Mark Austin. Okay, they look like wild pigs, wild boar, but they're ox. It's an ox farm. They just look, I guess they're probably a mix between the two. I've never understood oxens. There's a lot of information on that, different questions being asked. Let's see. A clover bookmark. I'll show you that. It comes from the Crochet Botanical Bookmarks. There's pictures on here how to do a certain part of it, but this is what it looks like when it's done. And it's featured in the Crochet Circle Mysteries story. Here is the book. If you want to see what book it came out of, there's the book. There's the book. And then on the next page, we have a succulents wreath. It's actually pretty cool looking. You could make it whatever colors you want to. All right, here is that. I thought it said students wreath at first. No, it's a succulents wreath. My brain is just not braining today. It's pretty cool. You could make it fall colors or any color that you really want to make it. The placement chart for it. So it uses a color. Here, this is interesting. So it uses this color chart. So how you lay out your design. So it kind of blends together nicely. It's like a color wheel in a wreath. All right. Back to the... All right. Now, I am recording this on Saturday, August what? 21st, 22nd, I think. I have no idea what today's date is. Let me see. 22nd. August is almost over with. It's crazy. All right. And then we have more information about that wreath. And it comes from Crocheted Wreaths for the Home. And I will show you a picture of that. I'll show you some more. Well, let me just show you the book. All right. Here is the cover of the book that it comes from for that succulent wreath. And it tells you other things I guess you could do with the terrarium with the succulents. You could put it in what would look like a terrarium for plants. And then a light breezy and beautiful Janie Miska's tips for summer crochet. She's wearing a pineapple stitch cover on the bottom here. I don't know. The top doesn't look like, but it might be crocheted. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can definitely tell that's the pineapple stitch. It's got lines or ribbing like it might have been crocheted, but I can't tell. All right. And then we have a swim skirt, a ripple swim skirt that you could just wrap around your waist. I'll show you a picture of that. And then on the next page starts that cardigan. On the page over. I'm trying not to give you too much of this, but this is the ripple swim skirt here. And it's just basically to tie around your waist. That's like a cover. And then on the next page is there's another picture of that too, but the Blue Skies Hexie. My husband's phone just went off. And here's a picture of those two. So the one side, that side is the swim skirt, and that's the Blue Hexie. Blue Skies Hexie. Now the swim skirt does have different sizes you can make it. It goes from an extra small all the way up to a 5X. So it is very size inclusive. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like the cardigan is, but I'm sure you can, if you know how to adjust your pattern, you can obviously make it bigger if you need to. All right, there's more on that. It came from, I'm guessing it came from the Granny Square Crochet Bible. I'll show you a couple more looks at this. And these are just things that you could find. They are in this newspaper. So here's the back of the cardigan. It's kind of a short back, but again, you can always adjust it, add more border, make it longer, go more rounds, things like that. Okay, here is the book it came out of. The Granny Square Crochet Bible. All right, and then on the next page, 2 looks with 1 hook. Okay, Anna Maria Babaga, I don't know, on the art of reversible crochet. So she's got some tips in here on that. Here is a picture of, I'm guessing this would be reversible crochet example, what she's wearing. It's got very, you can tell that there's a lot of color going on there. All right, and now we have another pattern, which is called the Tic-Tac-Toe Scarf. Looks pretty cool. You're using mosaic crochet, I think, with this. Yeah, this is a type of mosaic crochet. It's really cool, though, when you see her wearing it. That's the scarf. But it is mosaic crochet. I think that's considered the interlock. There's different types of mosaic crochet. So there's overlay and interlock versions, but I think this is the interlock. Okay. And she's got, it came out of a book called Reversible Crochet Sweaters. She also did it in the sweater version. All right, here is another picture of her wearing it, and there's also a little piece of the top of the book there. There is a stitch of the month, woohoo! All right, and then we have uniquely human. Why crochet can't be done by a machine? Now the next page is the Walter zebra pattern. I'll show you that cute little zebra again. There's that little cute zebra. I'm not going to show you the bottom half because it's the instructions on how to make him. Let me see if he came out of a book or not. Yes. Maybelle Bunny and Company. I'll show you the picture of that so you can see it. I'm trying to squish it down to only show you the book. There's the book. That's where that came from for the, and it's actually built around chunky yarn and oversized shapes. These patterns create toys that feel substantial in your hands and come together more quickly than you might expect. With 15 designs, there's plenty to explore. All right, and the stitch of the month is the etched half double crochet. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Etched half double cross stitch. I'll show you the picture of it. I've never heard of this one, but it looks like you work. It does say it's beginner friendly. It creates a subtle ribbed effect. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into getting this one down so I can teach you guys how to do it. But there's the picture there. So that's pretty cool. All right, and then underneath. Crochet's weirdest word. The curious story of the anti-massacre? Armchair anti-massacre in Sheffield Town Hall in England. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. So, the anti-massacre has one of the strangest names in household history, but its purpose was wonderfully practical. It protected chairs from hair oil in the early 19th century. Macassar oil, okay, so it's anti-macassar, became a fashionable men's hair product. It was associated with ingredients from massacre in the Dutch East Indies, and it was popular enough that Lord Byron even praised fine, incomparable oil, macassar, I don't know, a macassar, whatever. Here, I'll show you the picture. It's just information. And on the other side of that is the Crochetology. And for this episode, now this issue is issue 17. The issue that I've been missing. Capricorn's down here. So for issue 17, it said you have respect for the slow burn of a grand project. You've bypassed the bright acrylics or fine linen thread for fine linen thread, starting a piece that you fully expect your grandchildren to argue over one day. I won't have grandchildren. This month's project, a king-sized filet crochet bedspread. Oh, heck no. No. Oh, no. That is not on my list. And then we have the Dear Ange. And then the Crochet Circle Mysteries. And then the What's Your Summer Crochet Survival Strategy. And doing the story down at the bottom. And then the back page always has the crossword puzzle. And that is it for this one. And there is a palette for this month as well. Now, this was obviously for June, because that's the one I was missing. It's a mix of tangerine, marigold, amber, and rust. Brings warmth, while mossy green gives the brighter shades something fresh to play against. So this was the palette of the month for this issue, which was June. Because I got July and August, but I never got June. So, now, needless to say, that part of the fancy acrylic whatever, going for the finer thread, I have been working on something. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. It's just a sneak peek. It's in the workings. I am trying to use one cake of cotton sprout stripes to make a blanket in the round. I've pulled this apart I don't know how many times. I've been working on it with other weight of yarn and making adjustments and then making adjustments to this. This one I'm working on, and I'll show it to you in a second. I'm using the hibiscus stripe color. And this is what it looks like so far. So it's a little holy in the center, but I'm working on the pattern that I just stopped, the stitch that I just used, to go another, make it increasing the stitches count another round. But that'll be down the road. This is just something I've been working on. I'm working on it in a different color, and I'm working on it with the Joanne Big Twist Rave in the Cyan Crush color. And I'm liking it with the thicker yarn, but I'm trying to create something that will only take one of these cakes. And if I finally figure it out and I'm happy with it, I will bring a tutorial for you guys. I'm not so sure about the written pattern part, but I will come up with a tutorial, and I'll take it section by section, so it's not all in one video, because this is going to be multiple sections of this blanket. Yeah, so I don't know right now. I'm still working on yesterday's video that you saw yesterday, so right now I'm not sure what that's going to be. I'm trying to decide between a couple different stitches, so I hope you enjoyed whatever stitch I did finally choose. And if you're interested in the Crochet Nation newspaper or any of their other newspapers, I will show you here on the back page that, okay, this one doesn't have the gardening on it, but they have a History Nation, a Baker's Nation, a Knitter's Nation, obviously the Crochet Nation, and they now have a Gardening Nation. So they have 5 different newspapers that you could sign up for. You don't have to get Crochet if you don't want to. You can get something else that you're interested in and check it out. I always have a link in the description box to the home page for the Kindness Company, which is the name of the company that does these newspapers. If you do check it out or anything, I don't get anything back from it. It's, you know, I just do it because I know it's another way to get patterns, information about crochet. Sometimes it's just about the fiber. It's not even about crocheting, and all that stuff. So I think that's going to be it for today, because I don't know how long my husband's going to be going around on his bike. He's probably just going to stay in town, so wanted to get this done so you guys have it for today, Wednesday. It'll be, let's see, today's the 22nd, tomorrow's the 23rd, I think it's the 26th. Be seeing this on the 26th. And I will have another video for tomorrow, but I have to wait until later because I ordered something from Walmart. And I was actually kind of surprised that they had it in store, so I'll have an unbagging from Walmart. My store is obviously getting all the new yarns in, so I had to get one of them, and it's from my favorite company. So if you've been here for a bit, you know what my favorite yarn is. So it's just never one that I've tried before, so it'll be interesting in how I think of it. I know other people have liked the line of it, because it comes in different weights, so we'll see. All right, well, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content and haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell, so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe, stay warm or cool, and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.